What's going on? I've never seen this before. Have you guys all seen this video? Am I the only one?
Hi. Thank you very much. Hi, Jalen. I'm Detective Bratton. Nice to meet you too. I'm Detective Kayla. Nice to meet you. Hi. So, I'm a detective at the Family Protection Unit with the City of Chula Vista Police Department.
Ooh.
I work alongside Detective Kale here. We're actually doing an investigation on some allegations that we have to obviously look into. You're a law enforcement officer, so you know that we look into everything equally. I want to make sure, though, before we get started, that you're aware that this is a voluntary interview, and so I just want to make sure that you're aware of all of those things. And so I'm going to just have you.
No problem.
This is one of those forms that they give everybody, and so it doesn't really fit. So if I just happen to cross out as I'm going along, sorry about that. So, so
no
thank
problem.
You for coming voluntarily.
We good.
And then we'll go ahead and just put the admin office.
Louder.
Right. Oh, and of course, you know about body worn. So yeah, this is my body worn. Of course, it audio and video records everything, and there's also an audio record me just in case.
Okay.
Office at Central Jail. To share your side of the story with us, of course, in regards to the report that we're investigating.
Okay.
You're not under arrest, and you are not being detained.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have you go ahead and write it in. And you can initial or say yes.
Just initial.
Yeah. And if you would, just go ahead and read the next one.
Nays Garden. Oh, that's the Rumble guy. I tweeted 4 videos at you about Nazis in Ukraine. Oh, I thought you were joking, but you're serious. Wait, are you the audio guy? I hope you enjoy the Jimmy Dore one the most. Bro, we are very, very, very differently politically, okay? Wait, no? Oh, everybody said this was the Rumble guy yesterday. I banned him for an hour, and then I unbanned him, and then he tier 5. Oh, it is him. I don't know how to view videos you've tweeted at me, but where do I even go for that? Oh, mentions. That's the retarded mic person who came onto Fiscord. Bro, I have so many mentions. God damn. Are you Munin? All right. Munin is Nazi code. I am in Nays Garden on Twitter. Okay, maybe I'll check it out later.
And then just sign right there under your name. Is that the correct spelling of your name?
Yes, it is.
All right, so just for record's sake, I'm going to go ahead and read what you did initial. So you understand that you're not under arrest and you are not being detained. You understand that you're free to leave at any time. There will not be any locked doors keeping you from leaving. As you notice, that one doesn't have a lock behind you.
Yeah.
You can choose what questions you want to answer.
Jesus.
And you can choose to leave or let us know, and we will assist you with the exit. Although you're probably going to be the one assisting me, because I don't know my way around here.
Okay.
So you understand, like, if you, as far as, like, leaving, you have access points and you know how to leave or where to go.
I understand.
Okay. Very cool.
We're Gucci.
So I know that I have a lot to delve into, but I really want to get to know you first, if you don't mind.
Definitely.
Okay. So I'm going to lean back and get comfortable, just because. Are you comfortable? Do you want to take off your duty belt?
No, I'm good.
Okay, because I understand that the duty belt gets pretty annoying pretty quickly. So if you want to take it off at any point, you let me know. So of course I've done my research and investigations and everything, so I've learned a little bit about you, but I'd like to learn a little bit more, if that's okay. I found that you went to Santana High School?
I did, yes.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your upbringing?
Yeah, so grew up Santana High School, played sports, football, baseball. Went to Grossmont College for a little bit, played baseball there. And got a job here. Worked at Dick's Sporting Goods before this, so this is my second job. Started working with this department for coming up on 5 years now.
So baseball seemed pretty important to you back
Yeah,
in high
baseball's
school.
fun, yeah.
What position?
Pitcher.
Cool. How's your arm holding up?
I mean, soreness every once in a while, but I haven't thrown it for a while. So.
Yeah, no, it still kills me. I played softball.
Okay, nice.
So I was, third, short, center, and pitcher.
You're in San Diego?
Yeah, down Hilltop, Bonita Valley.
He should be like, that's not a real sport.
But I know, like, back when, I don't know if it's the same for you, they had no idea, like, about icing and massaging. And
Yeah, I knew about icing stuff. Yeah.
I did not, so I am paying the price
Girls
for
throw
it.
in her hand, so.
Yes, and it's brutal, though. Let me tell you, I'm paying for it still. But, so did you ever play any other
Wait, is she just a random, or is she like a cop? Because if she's like a cop. Oh, dick police cop, you know. If she's a cop. If this is like part of an interrogation, she's doing a really good job right now at the building the positive rapport.
sports in high school?
High school, no, just football and baseball.
Football, baseball?
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else in school that you enjoyed doing?
Children.
Hanging out with friends, you know, just typical high school stuff. I mean, it's pretty sheltered from my mom, so I
Okay.
didn't get out much, but yeah, just the sports and stuff.
Okay, how come you say you're...
Oh, holy shit.
Just keeping me squared away, keeping me in line.
Very cool.
Ooh, only Tier 4s can hear this, by the way. This is a new feature I'm trying out. Only Tier 4s get access to this part of the audio.
And have you always worked corrections?
Yeah, I attempted to go out to the patrol, went to the academy. Things didn't work out there, so I came back here.
Did you have fun at the academy while you were
Oh
there?
yeah, I enjoy it. It's good. I mean, camaraderie and stuff like that. So.
Okay. Married? Have any kids?
Oh yeah, married. Recently got married this last year in September.
Okay.
We have a kid due on the way in August.
Oh.
Kid, you mean a
Okay.
future
Boy, girl?
victim.
Boy.
Very nice.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Were you, like, hoping for
Oh
a
no,
girl?
I said looking forward to
Oh,
it.
looking forward. I thought you said unfortunately. I'm
No,
like,
no,
oh.
no. No, I'm
Okay,
excited.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And your wife, how long have you known her?
Actually, preschool. Yeah, we met in preschool, went separate ways. Met her back in high school. Things like I was trying to date her, but she was playing it hard to get again.
Yeah.
Then college came around, tried again, and actually ran into her in PB like about 3 years ago.
Okay.
And then yeah, we reconnected then and got married,
Smart.
had a family, bought a house.
It's nice. You don't hear stories that go that far back. So you guys got married just last year, already expecting baby number 1.
Yeah.
Are you still living in Santee?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you living at?
Right across from West Hills new community, Western community.
Okay. So you're gonna have your kid go to West Hills?
Probably, yeah, over Santana.
Are they
yeah.
viral? Are they
Rivals?
rivals?
Yeah.
Okay. It's
West
gonna be
Hills is
hard.
good enough, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard combating everybody else and doing that. So do you do anything else as far as for fun? Do you do sports still?
I'll do softball with the guys here at work and stuff like that. Other than that, mountain bike once in a while.
Cool. How about video games, computers, anything like that? Do you ever?
Yeah, I'll play video games every once in a while and stuff like that, but not too often. Wife's not big on the video games.
Cool. And I hear your schedule recently changed. How do you feel about the schedule
it's long.
change?
Yeah. 7, 12 and a half in a row. Kills you. 7 off is nice, but it flies by, so.
Yeah, and then those 7 drag
Yeah.
once you're here. So at least you're on your last day today, right? We communicated with some of the people who are going like, hey, when does he work? Thank you for meeting with us here.
Yeah.
We obviously, given COVID, there's not a lot.
Is he using the low risk voice? Oh, true.
That's one comfortable, gives us enough space, and makes you feel like that you're not at your home or randomly out in the middle of nowhere. So I know RPD is like refusing to let anybody in the doors, so I can understand. How about social media? Are you active on social media at all?
Facebook and Instagram. Had Snapchat back in the day, got rid of that with my wife. We got caught in the academy with her and some stuff. But
Ooh.
Can you tell me about that, or?
I mean, it was with another recruit in the academy, but
Okay. So you're communicating with another recruit.
I was back in. I stopped. Everything got cut off.
Mm-hmm.
Got rid of.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I didn't delete the Snapchat. I just got deleted the app. So
Okay.
I haven't used it for like I don't know, 2 year and a half now.
Okay. So on Facebook, just because I like to jot down everybody's social media when I can, what's your Facebook login? Like your username?
I think just under Jalen Fleer.
It's your name?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then you said Instagram? Is that right?
Instagram, yeah.
Okay. What's your Instagram username?
I think
Tier 4 don't type his name
And
in
then
chat.
you said you got rid of Snapchat, but when you did have it, what was it?
just Jalen Fleer.
Why didn't they censor that out? The fuck?
Okay. So the one that you had there, and has that account since been deleted, or just
That one,
deactivated
that's just delete the app. I think it's still there.
Okay. And I know when it comes to Facebook, you connect it to an email address. Do you know what email address is connected to it? And then your Instagram account, what, same email?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. And I know sometimes with Snapchat, they'll have you either sign up with a phone number or an email.
I believe it's my phone number.
It's like the most annoying censoring they could have possibly chosen.
Okay.
Why?
Very cool. So, I don't know, do you have any questions for me before we kind of...
I will ask what this is about.
Yeah, so we're looking into some allegations that were made. We're kind of, it started with a Crime Stopper report, so we're just kind of going from there. We did receive a picture that, when we looked into it, it looks similar to you. So I don't know if you can take a look at the picture and just tell me if you've seen this.
Oh
picture
god, it's gonna be a
before.
throbbing cock out.
I have like 15 million things.
Oh no.
Okay. Whoop. So this picture right here.
Yeah, that's definitely me with the gross one.
Okay, so this picture right here, how old were you when it was taken?
I don't know, 20?
20? Okay. Have you ever used this picture on any social media site?
I think it was Snapchat back in the day, yeah.
Okay. Alright.
I don't recognize
Have
that,
you ever shared this
man.
picture with anybody on Snapchat?
Yeah, probably my wife, to be honest. I mean, obviously I talked to other girls back in the day too, but I can't remember. Right off
Okay.
the head.
If you had to guesstimate how many times you may have shared the photo, how many times?
That one, maybe just a couple times, once or twice.
Okay, so definitely to your wife.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've used that photo for your wife, and you were about 20 years old in the photo. You
And?
did share it on Snapchat, and then maybe some other girls you were talking to?
I mean, yeah, this was a long time ago, so I don't really remember who it was.
Okay. Have you ever posted it as like your profile photo, or
No, that one.
ever
No.
posted on Instagram? Oh, I forgot to ask you, are your accounts, is your Instagram and your Facebook, are they private?
They are.
Okay, and I know Snapchat is all private, right? I mean, you have to add somebody.
Yeah, I believe I had to. Yeah.
You can't
Yeah,
just,
request a friend.
yeah, you can't just be anyone. So that one's at least a little bit better, where it's like you have to actively search for somebody, right? Okay, so you in the photo, and is that a gross font? Is that gross font?
Yeah, it's
emblem?
gross font.
Okay, cool. That makes it very easy. So as far as like the picture, so this photo came up in connection with some allegations about you communicating with a younger female on Snapchat.
What?
Have you ever communicated with any
Younger
females that,
female?
we've already recognized that yes, you have with
Yeah,
your
wife,
recruit
so.
from the past. Is there anyone else you communicate with on Snapchat?
I mean, back then, no, just close friends and coworkers and stuff like that.
Anyone recently?
Nah, not me. Nah, I wouldn't do that. That's
is
hella
there any
illegal.
reason why your phone number and email might be linked to a different Snapchat account?
Another one, no, never had another one. Just the Jalen Fleer one.
Okay, so that phone number and email wouldn't be attached to
No.
any other account. Okay. Alright. And your schedule. I know that you work every 7 days on and 7 days off. What is your wife's schedule?
She's every Friday, Saturday off, day shift, so typical 9 to 5.
Okay, so she works 9 to 5 and you work like the complete opposite schedule.
Depends. Every 3 months we rotate days and nights.
Okay. And how long have you been on?
This is what I mean. Like, when I'm doing some weird shit, not child porn, but when I'm like trying to hide my ID, if I'm like logging into a website or whatever that I don't trust, I'm thinking like, I need a VPN, I need to go to McDonald's Wi-Fi, I need like a fucking virtual machine on my computer. These guys will be like, oh, hey, what's up? Oh, you're 12? Can you send me pics of your pussy? By the way, my name is Jonathan Smith 1974 at gmail.com. Is right. Like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, oh, my profile picture? Oh, that's me next to my entire family with my grandma and a copy of my social security card in the background. I'm like, bro.
On nights now?
Nights now, probably a little over a month now. Month and a half.
All right.
Can I ask, is this something I should have lawyers on?
So right now, and I'll go over the behavior with you,
And also, it's so crazy how much cops don't know anything about criminal procedure sometimes. Why would you ask that question? Should I have a lawyer? Why would you ask that question? You know, a cop, well, my guess would be is that a cop is never going to tell you you need a lawyer. The cop is going to say, listen, you don't have to talk to me if you don't want to. If you want to leave, you can leave. You're not required to stay and answer questions. If you want to get a lawyer or not, that's up to you. But I'm just asking questions. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. I just want to see what you're up to, you know?
we're investigating allegations that were made that you were communicating with a younger female on Snapchat and potentially some material might have been shared.
Okay.
Some photos, some images, stuff like that. So we, of course, want to be able to hear what happened from your side, if that in fact did occur, or if it didn't occur, we want to obviously
Everyone that I
determine
talked to, I mean, was about my age, I remember.
Okay. So who have you talked to?
My wife.
It just
I mean, this was...
Do you see how good she was at giving the non-answer there, right? Yeah. We're just here to investigate some things. We're just checking out what's going on. We just wanted to ask you some questions to see, you know, if you didn't do anything, you know, it's good for us to just get that side of this, right? And then, to be fair, this internal investigation is a bit different from being interviewed by other officers. This does not feel like internal investigation to me. This feels like part of like criminal procedure to me. It's not like, were you flirting with an employee? It's like, are you sending pictures of your throbbing cock to a fucking minor? That doesn't feel like internal investigations to me. Is this an internal investigation? I'm not sure, but...
Back then, when I had Tinder, so I did meet some people on Tinder and stuff. Everyone should have been older than that to know because Tinder's 18 and up.
Okay. Did you ever meet up with anyone that you met on Tinder?
On Tinder, my ex-girlfriend, yeah. And we dated for like 3 years.
Okay. What's your ex-girlfriend's name? So you met her on Tinder, but
Tinder,
you
yeah.
dated for 3 years after Tinder?
So I met her on Tinder in college when I was playing baseball, and we dated for about 3 years.
Well, you clearly don't know the concept of Tinder.
I was on Tinder long, yeah.
Okay, so how old were you then when you dated her?
I'm so curious what this woman's job is. I'm sorry, hold on. I already know what her job is. This woman she's some sort of detective or investigator. She absolutely has to be. She's drifting in and out of like, you played softball? Oh my God, that's so cool. We're checking to see if you sent pictures of your dick to a minor. It's so funny the way you use Tinder, like you're with your girlfriend now, like that's so cute. Like she's going like in and out. Oh, she said at the start she's a detective. Oh, okay. I don't remember saying it. Gotcha. Okay, makes sense. She's very, very, very good at like building the friendly rapport. Were you sending child porn? Building friendly rapport, like that back and forth is very, very, very good.
Shoot, maybe like 20, about 20 or yeah.
And how old was she?
Same age, she was my age, yeah.
Okay.
Like these questions don't matter, right? This is the like, it's the all the JCS guys say there's like a tactic for this, where it's like, how old are you? What was your ex? Oh, tell me about her. Was she cool? Did you like this? Yeah, blah blah blah. Like, it gets you comfortable. Like, okay, we're having a conversation, answer questions, and then there'll be like a confrontational question. It's like, is there a chance you might have communicated with somebody underage, or like you've already said you had blah blah blah. She used that technique earlier too. She didn't ask, have you ever talked with somebody underage? She talked past it. She's like, you already have talked to somebody younger. Right? That was a cop. We know that, right? Moving on. There's like a ton of little like buried.
So yes, on Tinder, when you were on Tinder, and forgive me, I'm not very well versed on Tinder, do you have a username there as well?
Shoot, I can't remember. It might have just been Jalen or something like that.
Okay.
Jalen?
So
Really?
Jay.
Yeah, probably Jalen, to be honest. Jay again.
Do you ever go by Jay?
Fucking Jalen's.
Friends call me Jay once in a while.
Alright. Okay, so Tinder, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, any other social media sites that you've delved into or used?
How else can I incriminate myself?
Other social.
Okay. Alright. Of course, we've spoken to, obviously the other parties involved and kind of gotten some of the information. And so the reason why this particular photo was kind of brought up is because this photo was...
How well would you hold up in a conversation like this? I don't think I could do it. These people have so much practice like doing exactly these types of interrogations. They're going to be able to seamlessly drift from tactic to tactic while you're going to be trying to like keep a lie straight in your head while not falling into certain psychological traps, all while maintaining your cool because you're guilty of a crime that they're trying to figure out if you've done or not, right? I think it would be I'm sure it's beatable, but you need practice doing it, right? Whether or not you can beat a particular thing is always going to come down to how much you can practice against. So maybe if you had friends practice interrogating you or whatever. Destiny, shouldn't it be super obvious that tactics are being used? Kind of. Here's something that's I would just refuse to talk. I say, lawyer, here's something you should always keep in mind. Psychological tactics oftentimes can work on a person even if you know they're like employing tactics, right? So like for instance, like asking people questions about themselves to build rapport and to make them feel confident talking to you and have a good conversation, that's like a quote unquote conversational tactic. But if somebody still uses that on me, even if I'm aware of it, I still feel good. It's like, oh cool, you're asking questions about me, yeah, I'll answer, right? Like even if you're aware of the tactics, they can still be effective, you know?
Sent to this female, which is why I wonder if this photo would be in anyone else's hands.
I mean, first one being younger, no, it wasn't anyone I sent younger.
So this photo was sent within the last 3 weeks. Have you sent this
No,
photo?
definitely not. It wasn't me.
Not to anyone within the last 3 weeks? Okay. And you've only shared it with a select few people?
Yeah, that was a long time ago, so.
Okay. So I want to make sure to get all the people you have shared it with just to make sure they wouldn't try to send it.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Also, if I had to guess here, my guess is that like there's a tactic of like, what do they call it? Like getting your foot in the door. Let's say that I think that you murdered John at his house on Friday night. I'm not going to ask you if you murdered John at his house on Friday night. I'm just going to try really hard to get you in there, right? So Friday, you guys talked about going to John's, right? Like earlier in the day, maybe you guys visit, right? You're just trying to get them over there, right? This constant asking of like, I don't think she probably knows that the picture came from his account. She's just trying to get him to talk around it more, to admit that like, well, could you send it, blah, 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 is there any way, right? Just to like get him like closer to tying himself to this image and everything, right?
I know there's like screenshots and stuff. I don't remember that one being screenshotted on Snapchat.
Yeah, because Snapchat lets you know when you're screenshotting.
Yeah, it'll tell you. So that was a long time ago. So I don't know.
Okay. So you don't know who I might be able to connect with this photo as far as
On that one? No, that was a long time ago.
You said you've only shared it a couple times?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a basic photo. I don't want to save that one or anything like that.
So it was either your wife or whoever the other person you might have shared it with that might have shared the photo again?
Like I don't think the detective thinks this photo's been shared. She knows it came from him, right?
My question
I
is...
doubt my wife would have did that.
Yeah.
We've been together and stuff for so long.
Well, so you dated this girl for 3 years, and when you were 20, that's 23, you kindled your relationship with your wife about 3 years ago?
Like literally, it was about a month apart from my
The
ex.
other one. So you've been with her for 3 years,
Yeah.
so you like the long-term relationships?
I've always been in long term.
3 to 3. All right. So, this, like I said, this photo was sent to this person, so they were in possession of it, and we can't find any connection or reason why this photo would end up with this particular person if it wasn't shared by someone you may know or yourself.
I agree, yeah. My wife wouldn't have done it, so I don't know why she would share that. So.
See, like this might be a part. Now it feels weird because you're kind of giving advice to like a potential pedophile on how to beat charges, but like this might be a part where in court, right, when you're going for a conviction for a criminal matter, you have to convict somebody beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, talking to a jury, could you instill some reasonable doubt that somebody else might have shared that picture? That maybe he sent this to somebody else and maybe somebody else shared that picture? Maybe. That could be a strategy that the defense could use, but they can't now because this guy clearly stated in interrogation that, no, I didn't send that picture to anybody. No shot. Not to my... Nobody would have done that. If it came from any kind, it came from me. So he's like hardcore tied himself to this particular picture now. And it's like, yeah, now that defense is completely fucked, right? So now it would have to be something different.
Long time ago. My ex, it was a bad breakup with my ex, but she wouldn't have saved something like that either.
Like he's just further like digging himself
Average
in a hole.
Minecrafter
Like,
open that.
should have asked Reddit, true.
I don't know. 'Cause, I mean, I met girls on Tinder and stuff back in the day. And yeah, some saved stuff, but I don't know who who would save a picture like that? The nude, maybe, yeah, I would save. Not that one.
Jesus.
And there's nothing wrong with this photo, right? It's just
No,
you.
I agree. I don't know how it would get in the hands of a younger person.
Okay. There were also some conversations that were exchanged between you and this person.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't talk to anybody else.
Do you say so?
Not on Snapchat?
No,
Not recently?
not recently, no.
Now, you said all of your social media accounts are private, right?
Yeah.
And I know you're a law enforcement officer, so I know that you've also taken the time to make your plates confidential.
I mean, back in the day, I
Yeah.
don't think my current ones are, though.
I mean, obviously I ran your plates.
Okay.
So you're
Okay.
still driving the Ford Fusion,
Yeah,
and is it black or gray?
it's great.
Okay. And you got tinted windows on it still?
Yeah.
And so, you know, when it comes to,
Like here, so keep in mind when they came in initially, it was just kind of like a chat to see what's going on or whatever, right? Now I don't know if he's putting this together in his head. He's a fucking cop, so you'd expect him to, but he should be putting together. Okay, she's already like ran my plates, checked my car, knows I have tinted windows. Like this lady's already dug a lot into your past. Okay, she probably knows a lot about you. This is not just a random interview about allegations. She's dug into your shit a lot. But I don't even think he's like registering this right now, you know?
the photo, I really want to understand why this person would be in possession of the photo. But the only one who could really help me with that is you.
Yeah. No, I couldn't tell you that. I don't know.
Well, along with the photo came some additional information about your personal life.
Okay.
And based on some of the information you shared with me today, it seems to add up.
Okay.
So is there any reason why the person would say they're you and share your information?
Sounds like it'd be someone that knows me then, obviously. I don't know who. I don't have any enemies that would be doing something like that.
I got enemies.
Can I ask what information was shared? What they know?
We know that you're a baseball player.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that information was kind of shared.
Okay.
Your work schedule.
It's been 5 years now I've worked here.
Specifically the transition to 7 days on, 7 days off.
Really.
Oof. Well, and?
I haven't shared anything like that recently. So I couldn't tell you who that would be.
So let's take it back a little bit. You said you played football in high school, right?
Oh, okay, look. Do you see how, like, uncomfortable that silence was? She let it sit for a moment. Maybe he's realized he's fucked. But then she's, like, backing up and it's like, let's talk about you playing football. And now we're going back to, like, probably, I imagine, an easy string of questions where he can become more comfortable and, like, kind of, like, chat about his past again so he feels, like, a little bit more at ease.
Back a little bit. You said you played football in high school, right? What position did you play?
I was a defensive end.
Defensive end. Did you have the same jersey the whole time you played?
My last 2 years were, yeah, 82, and then first 2 years changed up.
And what year did you graduate?
2011.
Okay. So, I know as an athlete, sometimes when I would do my usernames and stuff, I would kind of use a combination of my things that I know about myself, right? So that way I wouldn't forget it. So this particular picture came from an account
Sports account.
with this username.
Another confrontation.
J178211. Okay. And I recognize that your jersey name in college was 17.
Yes, it
And
was.
then high school.
Bro, she knows your college jersey. It's time to lawyer up, bro. This woman's a fucking Terminator. Get the fuck out of here, bro. What are you doing?
82. And it was 11. In
I
2011.
never had 11.
No, as far as you graduated in 2011.
I did, yeah.
And it goes by J. And it is a Snapchat account that has some links to you.
Okay.
Okay. Jay, I'll be very honest. I want to know the truth.
Yeah,
Ooh.
no, I never even heard of that account.
Okay. Have you ever shared any images
Ooh, big
of
confrontation with a
your
minor.
penis with anyone?
Oh, okay.
And how many times would you say you've done that?
A lot.
Can you kind of explain that a little bit more to me?
I mean, my wife, my ex-girlfriend, back in the day, Tinder and stuff, yeah. I mean, I'm sure you know how Tinder is. High school, even, junior high, we did.
Did you ever share any videos of you having sex with anyone?
With anyone? No. I've always had personal videos of me and my wife. That was it. And my ex actually had one, but
What does your ex look like?
she's blonde.
She's blonde. Okay. So you've never shared any videos,
No, I have not, no.
just still shots.
Yeah.
Can you, I know this is kind of personal, so let me know if you get uncomfortable at all. Can you tell me what some of those images look like?
Video I had, I used toys. It's awkward, but yeah, I used toys on my wife and stuff.
Okay. Can you explain the toys?
Oh, man.
She's your wife, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's your wife, it's intimate, we
sounds
totally get this, yeah.
comfortable, Dildos. A vibrator. That's really it. That's all I had.
Okay. You and your wife haven't been in that house too long, right? When did you guys move in?
About a year and a half ago.
And you guys, how many bedrooms are in the house?
4.
4. Do you guys live with anyone else?
No,
Do you guys have a master bedroom?
we do, yeah.
Alright. Can you tell me about your master bedroom?
So, I mean, just a big white room, big king bed. I mean, there's nothing really special to it.
Just because it gives me kind of some insight of like,
Yeah.
what your home life is like. You guys still sleep in the same room? That's a good.
Like, I imagine he's probably describing the setting of the videos, too. Like, how bad for him to be playing in front of a jury, and they're like, oh, yeah, and he is describing his room, and this is the video of him fucking in his room. Like, holy shit. Like, maybe plausible, maybe you can be like, oh, our room didn't look like that at that time. Like, we remodeled our shit, but he's like, here he goes. He's just fucking laying it all out there. Jesus, why? He's a cop. Why would he do this?
Marriage. I say that because people have been married a long time. Obviously, we come into contact with a lot of.
Like, imagine him saying, like, oh, yeah, these are the toys we play with, and the videos are like, here she is getting fucked with these exact toys. Like, why not just not say anything at all?
them. Do you guys have a TV in your room?
We do, yeah.
Okay. What kind of a TV?
Just a black Samsung TV.
Okay. Is it like a large room that has like one of those double door entries? Because I know some of those houses have them.
No, it's just single door.
It's a single door.
Yeah.
Okay. Any dressers or?
Yeah, we have one dresser.
Can you
Actually,
just,
we have two nightstands in the dresser.
Jesus.
Can you describe the dresser to me?
Yeah, it's like a tannish brown, I guess.
Is it newer?
Somewhat, yeah. Probably.
Because you never know, like sometimes when people move in, they have like that chic style look or like the modern look. So it just helps me to get an idea of what home life is like. It must be hard for you guys though, because your schedules are complete opposite.
Yeah, I mean, we still see each other at the end of the day.
So going back, and I'll give you a little bit more information, and then I'll let you chat for a little bit. I don't like chatting a lot, so I already feel like I chat too much. So when it comes to the Crime Stopper that we're investigating and the Snapchat account, and of course your phone number and everything in connection with it, and some of the combinations of numbers and everything there, you can understand why obviously we have a growing concern.
It's weird.
And of course your picture's attached to it,
Yeah.
right? Which is even more like either someone's.
Can I ask what you said? You got new ones too.
There were images that were shared, yes, that
Can I ask? I know, I'm sure you got them here. Can I ask to see what they are?
you want to see the picture?
Yeah, so I can get an idea.
Never even not to. Yeah. So I don't actually have a clear shot of one. Yeah, so I did not
Okay, I understand.
print out
Can
those
I wait till I have
pictures.
a lawyer? Because this is I'm uncomfortable with this. This is weird. So. I wanna
Of
have a
course,
lawyer.
like, you definitely have the ability to do that, and of course,
Yeah.
you know, this is completely voluntary.
Understand.
I
just don't want to get caught up on something. I'm working this career. I don't want to get caught up on something.
I fully understand. Yeah. So, you can, yes, 100% elect not to speak with us. You are not under arrest at this time.
Yeah, I understand.
Obviously, given the fact that we're here and the fact that we're speaking to you, I know that your bosses are going to want to speak with you afterwards. Yeah. We'll go ahead and allow them to speak with you after.
Okay.
Obviously, since you don't want to talk to us anymore, my partner here may have
Well,
some.
I just wanted to clarify. I have a couple of questions, but
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
don't want to answer, or can I ask you the questions? Because you can choose to answer or not answer. So if I ask you a question and you're like, I don't want to answer that.
Yeah.
It's always so crazy to me because people always say, and I'm sure there are some cops that fuck around and do dumb shit that they shouldn't be allowed to do, but it's always funny. Like cops are like, listen, you don't have to answer anything. You can walk the fuck out of here right now. You can walk away, flip me off, and not say a single thing. Okay, what do you want to do? I want to talk to you. I want to tell you everything. Like, just leave. Is he about to answer this lady's questions?
Tell me that, just so that we understand, just based on the admonishment she read you, okay? One of my questions was,
And now he's just answering.
I missed it, but when was the
Why?
last time that you had Snapchat? Because I know you said you deleted it, but I didn't hear when you deleted it.
I just deleted the app. I deleted that when I was in the academy.
In the academy. When did you go to the academy?
It's like a little over a year ago.
A year ago,
Yeah.
so in 2019?
Yeah, right at the beginning of 2019, January.
Okay, and then...
Maybe he's got a humiliation
what years
fetish.
did you go to college at Rosemont?
2011 to about 2013, 14.
And then I just want to make sure that we all understand each other. When my partner says a younger female, you
Yeah.
understand that we mean someone under the age of 18?
Yeah, that's obviously why you're here.
You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any siblings?
I have a younger sister, yeah, she's 19 right now. 20, sorry.
Oh, okay. And then my last question was, when she was asking you about the house and the decorations of your house. In any of your rooms in your house, do you have that new look where they have like the barn door, outer rail type thing? It's like a country, I don't know what you would call it. I see it a lot on,
Yeah.
on like
Yeah.
those.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's my house.
Yes.
That is me in the underage porn kitty fucking video that I sent to a minor. Yes, that is me. Yes.
Okay.
So,
Why? Like, what the fuck is he doing?
any other questions? I mean, can we still ask you questions, or do you want to stop?
No, I want to wait because I'm uncomfortable
Okay.
with this, so
Okay.
I'm going to talk to the lawyer.
Okay. So, then, I want to thank you for
Yeah,
even
no,
taking
I
the time to speak with me for this long. I can imagine that obviously being confronted with any
He fuck
level of
kids? No, I think you just sent pictures to a minor.
questions can be uncomfortable, so I do appreciate that you've allowed us to speak with you even for this long. Okay, so with the next step, however, I'm going to go ahead and pull some documents here for you. So there are a few steps that we're going to be taking after this. Again, you are not being detained by us or anything, but we are acting.
Who joined?
Hi,
Oh, hey, what's up?
I'm watching this this panel that you're doing with the Tennessee bill for the drug ban.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm triggered as fuck. So I don't think anyone mentioned that bill was it was blocked by a federal judge on the grounds that it clashed with the First Amendment.
Wait, hold on. Was it blocked or was there a temporary injunction?
Temporary halt.
Okay,
Sorry,
yeah, I saw. Yeah, because I saw the injunction. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, a Republican judge who was appointed by Trump who said it clashed with the amendment.
Yeah.
I think because I've gone through a lot of like American laws now, so I'm trying to understand this. Like, I think the reasoning he gave was that they didn't specify venues outside of adult cabaret entertainment. So I think the problem with that was that it could even have included and it was also places where there might be minors present.
Yeah.
So that could have constituted anywhere, like a private residence could have potentially counted, or
Sure.
or like a camping ground.
Yeah. Like I said, we argued back and forth, but I think it was reaching pretty hard. Like again, if you read the amendment and you read the part of the criminal code that it's under, it's very, very, very obvious that they're talking about strip performances. That's what they're talking about, and adding cross-dressing there just makes no sense unless you're trying to say that cross-dressing in and of itself is basically akin to a sexual performance. That's the only way that I could read it. I don't understand how you can possibly read it any other way unless you're trying really hard to bend your mind there. But
Would it also be a good argument to say that since this bill is the first of its kind, that means that prurient interest, like the sexual interest, is only, there's not going to be like a precedent for that. It's only going to be decided by a judge or a jury. So if you're a performer, then you're probably just not going to want to risk performing anywhere where there might be kids, because you don't want some crazy conservative to call the cops on you. Then you have to like explain yourself in front of a judge when you have no idea what way it's going to go. Is that kind of what would potentially happen?
Could be. Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay,
I thought that reading, yeah, I thought that guy's reading was not very accurate, but
Yeah, he didn't come off looking great, so.
sure. But he's also apparently a civil litigator or something. What was he? I don't know. That's what he said, right? Did I just make that up?
Yeah, which is why you'd probably get kind of like weird about trying to make those arguments, because you never know if like a lawyer's going to know something you don't and shit. Yeah.
Maybe,
But
yeah.
no,
But then also, Lecture Fan is also, I think, I'm pretty sure he's a fully bar licensed attorney, and he said stuff like regarding legal matters has just been completely wrong before. It was just like dead wrong. So yeah, I don't I don't know. Like I said, I think lawyers sometimes are the it's like the most educated profession to like uneducated random shit of any profession for people that will ever say shit. I don't know why they do, but yeah.
I feel like that's the case with like all academics.
No,
I even
I
remember
think-
being a student and like being fucking 18, 19 years old and occasionally Google searching things that my fucking communist sociology teacher told me. And I was like, mate,
Well,
this like so much of this is like just horseshit.
Communist
you know?
sociology teacher. I mean, of course. Are you even trying at that
Yeah.
point? But yeah.
Okay. Cool. That was all. Have fun.
Okay. I love you. Be careful, babe.
Bye bye.
On behalf of the court moving forward.
Okay.
Okay. So I will give you a chance to read through this. This is a search warrant that was granted this afternoon by a judge.
Okay.
The warrant does allow us to grab some
Electronic
DNA swabs from you.
Oh, okay.
DNA
DNA swabs. Oh, he was kitty fucking.
Any mobile devices that might be in your
Oh, yeah.
possession,
Electronic devices,
or
yeah.
potentially in your locker. Do you have your personal phone with you here?
I do have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it inside?
Is
your
it to take
locker?
possession or search? It's going to be take possession, I bet. Hold on.
Mobile swabs from you,
Okay.
as well as any mobile devices that might be in your possession or potentially in your locker. Do you have your personal phone with you here?
I do have one.
I think it's take
Is it
possession.
inside your locker?
It's on my person right now.
Okay. So we'll,
Need that.
if you want to go ahead and hand it to us, we definitely don't need to go in and grab it from you.
Okay.
But we will.
The search warrant does require that we take it from you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Additionally, it does allow us to have access to your vehicle.
Okay.
Is your vehicle parked here?
It's parked a few blocks away.
Okay. Do you remember exactly where you
It's over across from Cap's Pizza over there.
Caps Pizza?
Yeah.
And is it like in a parking
It's in a parking lot.
Okay. Is it like one of those paid parking lots?
Yeah.
Okay. So Caps Pizza. Put a note on that. So the warrant does allow for us.
Something that would be kind of funny, but maybe not funny. A little funny. What if imagine this guy's like a mad sexist cop and he like comes in and is like, it's fucking women. like what's going to happen? Like, yeah, I'll go talk to these dumb bitches. That's a totally invented in my mind storyline, but.
To also process your vehicle.
You guys are gonna take my vehicle?
No, we're going to process it here. So that we actually have someone here that's going to help us take some pictures and just go ahead and
Feels okay,
do what
ma'am.
needs to be done, so we don't have to.
Okay.
We recognize that warrants are a part of our job, but we don't like to inconvenience people unnecessarily.
Yeah.
So that's why we actually brought our technician with us here, because it is we obviously want to take your DNA with the least effort possible. So that's why we're using the swabs. And the same goes for, of course, your phone, which you stated is on your person. We don't want to put hands on if we don't have to. And
Yeah, no, I understand.
obviously,
I'll give it up.
like you said, as a law enforcement officer, you're willing
Jesus.
to comply. With that being said, after that, we will also have access to your locker. Are your vehicle keys inside your locker?
My vehicle keys are in my vehicle right now.
They're in your vehicle?
Yeah.
So you have a code?
I have a code.
Okay. Would you mind sharing that code with us?
Are you compelled to give up the code, or does that count as self-incrimination? I have no idea. The fact that they're asking makes it sound like that he's not required to, but they probably break into the vehicle anyways if they need to, I would guess.
I allow a lawyer to say no to that.
Well, the warrant allows for us to have access to your vehicle.
Which means they'd probably break into it if he didn't give them the code. That'd be my guess.
Yeah, so
otherwise
you
we'll
break
get a
it.
tow
Yeah.
truck.
That's
They
fine.
break it,
I'll
yeah.
give it up to you.
I'll jot it down.
Um,
Thank you.
I don't know the number. I know the
Would it help if you drew the keypad?
Yeah.
Do you want to draw the keypad?
Yeah.
I'm the same way, so.
Let's see. It's. I don't remember how many buttons are, but it's the top, bottom, left, top, bottom. I believe it's that one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Like, so
One,
it's
two,
straight. It's
three,
straight
4, 5.
down. So 1, 2, 3, then back to 2, then down to 5.
Okay. So they're just basically.
It's
so
straight
is it
down.
like this? Are the buttons like this?
Yeah, there's a few more down, but I don't touch those. The first 3. 1, 2, 3, up.
So 1, 2, 3,
Then back to 2, and then 3.
2, and then this
3.
one.
No,
3.
3.
Okay. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3.
Yeah, it should be that one. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay. Wonderful. And just for the warrant that you see here, just verifying, of course, this is your name, this is your date of birth. We recognize that you're approximately 6'4", you look very tall. And then we just use your approximate weight there. And I know you have more
Approximately
pictures right
6
up
feet
there.
4.
But,
Oof,
you know,
she's
if you're
negging him.
DL, and just if you know your DL number, we can kind of verify that.
Yeah.
As you see here, it does state here that we have premises as well to enter your home at 8621 Chaparral Way.
Okay.
So we are going to attempt to do this in the quickest way possible and the way that it's obviously going to, this can't be an easy process, we recognize that.
Yeah, my wife's gonna
And we
freak out.
don't,
What's going on?
yes.
Okay.
Is your mom at your house right now?
She's not.
Okay. Your wife, she is at home?
She's at home.
Okay. Is it just your wife at home?
Just my wife. Yeah.
Okay. And her name is, okay.
We won't be sending any black and whites over to the house.
No.
Okay.
Just so that
You can,
puts you.
Is it gonna be tonight right now?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
We're going to do this kind of systematically. The very first thing that we will do is, of course, the swab and the phone.
Yeah.
Do you have any other USB drives,
I don't,
anything
no.
like that on your
No.
person? I know sometimes for work we carry them around
Yeah.
with
No,
us.
I might have a USB in my locker, but that's just a work locker USB.
Okay.
They're gonna need
so, we'll get that started.
Okay.
And then after that, we know that your employers want to speak with you. Again, we are investigating allegations, so they
Yes.
recognize that, but of course, you know, they have to take their action. We can't speak to that, but of course, they obviously want the opportunity to speak with you.
Yeah.
Then, of course, we'll process the locker and then process your vehicle.
Okay.
And again, we'll do it systematically and as quickly as we can
Okay.
to alleviate any additional stresses that this already is causing. And then we'll go ahead and go to your home, and we hope to be in and out fairly quickly.
Okay.
Okay.
Guess I'm staying here. I'm not going with you guys or anything like that.
So no, you are not in custody. You are not under arrest. You are not
You
even
can
being
flee
detained.
the
That's
state.
why you had the right to stop speaking with us at any time. There's no locks on the door. You had the opportunity
Yeah.
to leave if you choose to. And like I said, thank you for speaking to us as long as
Yeah, no
you did.
problem.
So if you have any questions, we are here. If it's
Sucker.
okay with you, I'm just going to grab my lab technician to start that.
Okay, that's fine.
And where's your cell phone on you?
It's on my person right now.
Can we go ahead and grab that from you?
Go ahead and just give me that.
Do you have
So you guys are gonna keep my phone?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have any other, as far as your phone, yes,
Put
we,
in airplane mode.
yes, for sure. I don't want to break your phone, and sometimes when we access it without your code,
Oh, oh no! Okay, no legal advice. My understanding is that police are authorized to take things like fingerprints from you. And if you have a fingerprint unlocked from your phone, they can use your fingerprint to get into it. However, if your phone is locked with a code, you are not obligated to give that code over because that counts as self-incrimination. So if you haven't used biometrics to lock your phone and it's locked by a code, you probably shouldn't give that code over voluntarily because I don't believe you can be compelled to by law enforcement.
it could, I mean, who knows? So is it possible for us to get your code?
You guys would break my phone?
No, I'm just saying they will get into it like hard eyes, and I don't want to cause any damage to the phone if it's unnecessary.
Look at how she's phrasing it. She's so gentle. Like, I don't want to break your phone. Like, they might when they're trying to get into it. You know, I don't know, blah, 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 blah.
You don't have my phone. I'd rather say no to that. No.
Okay.
I want a lawyer for this.
That's smart.
Okay, swipe down so you can put it in airplane mode.
Oh, okay. Okay. This is like a battery case?
Yeah, it's just an extra battery.
Do you want to keep that? Does it come off pretty easily?
Yeah, I can take it off for you.
Oh, that's all right.
Is that an
Probably
iPhone?
take it off.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's an iPhone.
What kind of iPhone is it?
C10, X.
iPhone what?
X, 10.
Is it the original or is
The original
it one
X.
of the
There
original
we go.
X?
Because there's no need to take the battery.
And is it updated with the latest iOS, whatever they
Should be,
just
yeah.
sent out?
Everything should be updated.
Alright. Okay, so, do you have any questions as far as the warrant? Because I'm going to bring my lab technician in here so she can go ahead and guide you through it.
I don't have any questions.
Okay. And I'm going to keep the body worn camera and everything on.
That's fine.
okay?
Yeah, I understand.
Do you have any other phones, like a department issued cell
I do,
phone or
no.
anything like that?
No.
Hell yeah, we're grooving now. Oh yeah. I just got here. Why are they so desperate to get off his phone? What are they so desperate? Oh, because I know that he's got the secret 2B from Near Automata Kelly Jean cosplay photo set that was never released to the public. They're after it on his phone.
This is here, and she's working with us, so she'll assist in just gathering the swab.
Okay.
Taking some pictures. So she just takes pictures so we know who the swabs are connected to.
Okay. That's fine. Stand up.
Jesus Christ. Okay, no more of that. That guy's tanking way too much. No, I just lost a building. These fucking bat flying things. Fuck.
And that's your copy, Jay.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. That's okay. I got it. You're doing enough here.
Okay, open up your mouth really wide.
Right, so, like I mentioned, just obviously because we had to notify Bill that we were coming there, we're just going to come in and chat with you.
Yeah.
We'll kind of try and get everything started so we're not holding you up any longer
Okay.
than need be, and we're able to get you at least get out of here as soon as possible. So if you have any questions, we will be here. Don't hesitate to ask.
Am I going to get like a card or anything?
Yes.
You guys?
I'll give you that. And I'll give you the case number as well. It's
Okay.
on, it should be
Yeah.
somewhat listed on there, but sometimes it isn't on the warrant, so make
Okay.
sure. Alright, so case number. And I know you indicated that you would want to speak with a lawyer, so you can
Yeah.
give them my information. They can speak with me directly.
Okay.
Okay? Alright, I will go ahead and let them in here, and then, like I said, we'll just do some follow-up so you kind of know what our timeline is as we're
Okay.
kind of moving along.
Fuck, that sucks.
I'm going red.
Okay. You're red?
Yeah.
You're just gonna take a picture before you touch it.
Get everybody's way down in the way. Up, down, what?
No, hold on. You gotta take pictures.
Alright. That's how you. Good.
you know where I used to work.
Yeah, 2 weeks with
Hey.
that impatient.
I have
Do you have an R knife?
for the time.
Do you have an R knife?
Okay.
I happen to leave it in the truck.
Not. I don't think I do. I'll check it here in a second.
Played Vandal Hearts? I don't think so. That sounds familiar. It sounds like an old game, isn't it?
You confirm that in the photo.
How hard would it be to retrieve stuff from his phone without this code? If it's an iPhone, I believe it's impossible right now to do that.
Gross on collar and shirt. And then he only shared that photo with a couple people.
Unless they can like guess your password or something.
That itself is great. So someone well, I don't agree with a couple.
Up, down, up, down.
Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, right.
Apparently iPhone 10 and below can be broken into with a hardware bug. Oh, okay.
Oh, up, down, up, down. You have to boom quick. I only want the Palomar. Tried it. I went up, down, up, down. Right. Up,
He trolled him.
down, up, down, right.
I doubt that the FBI, CIA, or whomever don't have their tricks before any IT product is released to the public. No, I think in general, I don't think that the NSA or whatever have like a crack team of like 0-day exploiters. They might be able to find some. I know there was that staging server one time where a couple 0 days were stored, but in general, like the whole world has a vested interest in trying to hack devices or whatever, right? This is going to be stuff that everyone in the world is working on. I don't know if the U.S. there's any reason to believe that like intelligence agencies would have like a secret way to do this better than anybody else, you know? But when it comes to things like weapons manufacturing, whatever, right? Like not everybody in the world can manufacture weapons or, you know, stuff like that. So you would expect that we would have an edge there. But for stuff like cybersecurity, I don't believe so, no. I don't think so.
You want to give it a go? Or do you want me to try?
No, you try.
Look up Celebrate. Private companies will do it. Yeah, that would be my guess. They'd outsource that work or something, right? Yeah, that would be my guess.
How many copies does it take? Well, that's if we got the right. Look outside it. Oh, good.
I've never handled this before.
I'm ready.
Up, down, up, down.
Right.
Right. Got it.
Oh, it's open?
Give it one more try. One more try. One more try.
You actually have some of the best hackers in the world in your orgs. My understanding is because of, as stupid as it sounds, I've heard this repeated so many times. My understanding is because of like things like the marijuana policy, it actually keeps a lot of top talent out of federal agencies. That has been very, 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 very difficult for federal agencies to recruit people that specialize in cyber crimes and stuff. Like you can make deals with people if you catch them to make them work for you to avoid prosecution or whatever. But yeah. And pay, yeah, the pay probably sucks working for the government versus doing this stuff in the private sector too.
I vaguely remember some like, I don't know if it's 2 seconds or.
You had to hold down the right thing.
That's what she did on one.
You have to stand on the left foot.
Yeah, she did do the whole holder.
Oh. It's recorded. We tried.
I had a number theory teacher that said that the NSA had numerical methods to factoring 60-digit numbers. Not sure how true that is. Nah, no shot. Okay, here, think about it this way, okay? So first thing we have to say is we all exist in a world where we have reasonable limitations on things, okay? We all of us exist in a world where we're all humans. There's no alien technology, nothing crazy like that, okay? When we think of like, where is the government going to specialize? We're probably going to think of things that are unique to the government that not everybody else in the world is working on, right? That's the general feeling of things, okay? We'll start from that foundation. So when we ask ourselves, would we expect the government to have some crazy head start there? The question should be, is the government uniquely situated to work on this problem? So let's say, for instance, here's a question. Do we think that the government has the capability to produce, like, incredibly easily, because of how many resources they have, the best pop song in the world, right? Well, let's think about it. The government doesn't really specialize in pop music, and there's a lot of other people all over the world that are producing pop songs. There's a whole industry related to pop music, right? There's a whole industry related to it. There's companies that churn this out. There's individual artists. The idea that the government could compete with them seems highly unlikely. Probably not going to be the case, right? Now, when it comes to things related to, say, like manufacturing tank shells, okay? Now, there's probably not a lot of companies in the world that are researching that. However, even in regards to that, we still use private companies that we outsource some of that work to, right? When it comes to things related to like cryptography, computers, cybersecurity, like actual like hardware security, these are things that every government, university, and private company all over the world have a vested interest in researching. So the idea that our government somehow has managed to get ahead of all these other industries where there's so much more money being dedicated to those resources is highly unlikely. What's more likely going to happen would be if the government needs to break into a service here, the most efficient way to allocate resources would be the government would say, okay, well, who works on this? Oh, there's Cyber Hackers 101, this company. We're going to go to them. We're going to pay for their services. We're going to outsource the work to them, and we're going to work in some limited engagement, and they're going to do it for us. Because that's where all the money is, that's where the resources. We like to think in our mind, we like to think that like, oh, the government can do everything at all points in time because it's got infinite resources and their technology is 20 years ahead of us. That's just not true. The government might be a few years ahead in things that like the government itself can specialize in, but for the most part, the government is not going to be beating private industry, right? Like think about like making atomic bombs and everything, okay? Even though my history sucks, right? I'm pretty sure I'm right about this. When the government wanted to make atomic bombs, it's not that the government was like, oh, well, we're the government. We've got the best resources in the world. We're going to go ahead and make all these atomic bombs. No, they didn't. They had to go to universities. They had to go to other companies. They had to get all this talent from around the world. They said, we're drafting you in our program. Come here, share your knowledge, and we're going to work on the atomic bombs, right? It's the government doesn't just magically have a 5, 10, 20-year lead on all the technologies. That just doesn't make, that just can't be the case, right? It's just not possible, you know?
Hey.
All of his codes are funny because they're not like even his hard codes. They're buttons that don't have numbers. All right, third try. I doubt it's gonna get much better. So.
Do you guys have the things in the building?
Yeah, I think he's trying to get it.
I wonder if there's a building.
I would say that's a power that the government uniquely has to propel itself into the future tech-wise, though. Nah, I don't think so. Cryptography was pioneered by government agencies, though, because they had a wartime need. They might see that need today due to cyber espionage. Sure, but now cryptography is available to people all over the world. Everybody in the world, and math professors and universities all over the world. It's a very decentralized thing when it comes to, I mean, like, sure, you've got like your standard like RSA algorithms that everybody uses, but like cryptography is not exclusively in the domain of the government now. Companies all over the world are working on stuff like this, and there's no reason to think why our government would be able to beat all of them in terms of that technology, right? And even when you think about like the ways that the government catches people, right? I mean, here's like the obvious one. There's a couple obvious examples, right? The government is like on their hands and knees, like pleading. The FBI is like, Apple, please put a backdoor in your shit so we can crack people's phones. Please do this because we can't do it. Or if you look at how governments around the world catch certain criminals, usually it's through like malicious software, right? Like in Australia, there was that huge bust where a whole bunch of criminals were using a chat app that the government actually fucking made. And then these dipshits downloaded it, used it, and that's how they all got caught. I think that was in conjunction with the FBI too. I think it was FBI and the Australian government. But like that's usually how they catch them. It's not like the government walks in and it's like, I know it's on your phone. We're the government. We've already cracked everything. We're into all your devices. Like that's just not the case, you know.
I tried squeezing too,
Let's check with
because a lot of times that happens.
my best friend. Is it YouTube or whatever?
It doesn't work often. Yeah.
Bro, I'm sleeping with this nerd shit. We get it, bro. FBI, Apple memes, backdoor. We get it. You watch hacker shows.
So does your mom.
This weapon is in there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just wait till you guys do your thing, and I'll just take whatever it is here. So.
Okay. Picture?
You want to take photos?
Yep.
So release. There you go. Up, down, right. Release. Pull.
Still red.
Fuck me, dude. Same with the deep web. The government made Tor, which is the browser usually used to do illegal things. The government made Tor. I don't even know if that makes sense. I don't know enough about Tor to tell you if that makes sense or not, but my understanding is Tor it's not a thing you can make. It's a decentralized collection of servers that people can use to access a hosted internet that's not accessible without going through like a Tor, without like a Tor entry point first. But I don't think you can. It was DARPA kind of. Because like because technically isn't Tor referring to like a collection of decentralized servers? DARPA made the protocol. Oh, okay, sure. They might have made the protocol that initially does it, but the government doesn't own all of the different servers that are involved in like Tor networking. Tor the servers so much. Yeah.
Yes, which is pretty knowledge. He said he left his keys in the car and he used the key.
Damn, dude, the hammer is a fucking banging weapon. Holy shit. Some schizos think that the fact that the military developed the protocol means all the dark web is like a honeypot. It is possible that if somebody is controlling the exit and entry nodes or whatever that you're using to access something on a Tor website, if somebody has access to both those nodes, I'm pretty sure they can figure out the traffic going through. So Tor is not a 100% safe and secure way of doing things.
Okay.
Except for when your mom uses it.
I can always read that. Want a comb by chance? Just for hair samples?
Is this just the rest of the video? It's just them going through his shit?
Do we want to do that? Please come. Don't take photos after.
What if a whole stash of CP just... Oh shit, there's a dude here, so I didn't even see him.
He does have hairs on it, though.
This guy got giga-fucked on charges. He had sex with 6 girls under 16, and the total charge is like 40 plus. Holy shit. He's a super pedophile. He's looking for young girls, then. Bro, why don't the bows shoot at the eggs? How cringe. He only got 12 years? Wait, no shot. The case involved 4 victims between the ages of 12 and 14. But prosecutors contend that Fleer contacted more than 40 others who described themselves as minors. Investigators were unable to track down these people to verify whether they were underage. Deputy District Attorney Jalen Wang said Fleer sought out young girls, offered them money in order to coax them into meeting with him, and encouraged the girls to arrange for their other young friends to meet him. Holy shit. The prosecutor said the victims became afraid when they discovered they met talking with a law enforcement officer. Fleer did not hide his profession and sent some of them pictures of himself in his uniform. I just looked this guy up and he had a Destiny GG account and it was on Team Pepe. He pleaded guilty to 18 felony and 2 misdemeanor charges in June of 2021 and was sentenced to 12 years in state prison. Holy shit. It says the case involved 4 victims between the ages of 12 and 14. When they say victims, Actually, I guess it depends. Is he sending pics of his dick to these kids, or is he fucking them? That's what I'm curious. What were the felony charges? Sex acts with underage girls. Does that mean it was some sort of sexual contact, or is trading nude pictures a sex act? It listed the graphic charges. Court said on or about April 8th, Fleer unlawfully participated in an act of oral copulation with Jane Doe number 1, a person under the age of 16. Oh, he's eating 12-year-old box. What the fuck? Bro. Ugh. Yikes. He got 12 years. Jesus Christ. Do you think 12 years is low? I feel like this is an extraordinary set of fucked up facts. Imagine you're a 12 or 13-year-old. You get baited by a guy online to have sex with, and then you find out he's a fucking cop? What do you even do at that point? You're not gonna call the cops? He is a cop, right? That's like an extra special set of like fuck shit. That's crazy.